How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Jose, aka TheNYCGeek. I just wanted to quickly apologize. This video came out a few days later than I had wanted, but we took last week to spend it with family and friends. Times are crazy, and you never know when you might see those loved ones again, and especially since it was the holidays, we thought it would be nice to just spend it together. But here's our coverage of AnimeNYC 2021. As always, big thanks to the attendees and the cosplayers who took the time to not only pose with us, pose for us, but also to interview with us. Thank you for taking time out of your convention to help us and hang out with us. It means the world to me. Thank you for that. I hope you all enjoy the coverage. Please stay tuned till the end of the video for my collective thoughts on the con as a whole. And as always, if you like this kind of content, you want to see more videos like this, covering conventions, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and definitely leave a comment. I love engaging with all of you. And also tell me what other cons you'd like to see us cover in the future, especially if they're in the East Coast, because that's a little bit easier for us, obviously, because we live in New York. But without further ado, let's get to the video. That's right, babies. You know what time it is. We're back here at the Jacob Javits Center. It's AnimeNYC 2021. Let's hit them streets. How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Jose, aka TheNYCGeek, aka TNG, aka the guy who is back at the Jacob Javits Convention Center. We were here last month for New York Comic Con. Now we're back here for AnimeNYC 2021. The energy is pumping. It's honestly great to be back at this convention. Obviously, with last year, everything was closed up. But let me tell you, it's like it hasn't missed a beat. It's been packed. We've been having a good time here. It is November, so just kind of the same general gist. If you remembered our last video, a lot of the same story beats. The Jacob Javits Center does have a set opening time, set closing time. But the good thing about this con is, though it's 3 days, it's a lot more affordable. It's $70 for the full weekend. That's a great price. The food is still available here, just the usual things that you would find at the Jacob Javits. However, it is got kind of pricey. I had said that before for New York Comic Con. It's kind of still the same thing here. There's like $16 for a bowl of macaroni and cheese. No. You don't be paying that. You could go walk elsewhere, walk a few blocks up, save yourself a little bit of money. Though, if you want to spend it, I understand, because it is frigid. Bring yourself a damn sweater. Dress warmly. It's cold as shit down here, all right? So, we're going to walk around. We're going to go through the show floor. We're going to go hit up some cosplayers. Let's hit them streets. How's it going, everyone? We're back, and you know, look, we're at AnimeNYC, and this is the first interview that I was able to snag, and they immediately caught my eye because you guys know I love this goddamn anime. This is a personal favorite of mine. I was like, and at first I did see our centerpiece right here, but then immediately I was like, whoa, this is a group right here. So I am standing with Melissa, Matthew, and Samantha. How's it going, guys?
Great.
Fantastic.
Pretty good.
All right, well, look, we're gonna get into the cosplay in a second, but you know, what is this your first time at AnimeNYC, or like, are you regulars?
No, we're pretty much regulars.
Pretty much regulars.
Okay, now is this your first time at any? What, you're regulars here, but is this like your usual con, or are you guys usually traveling about, or are you guys more local?
I would say traveling about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do most of the East Coast ones. We live in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. So this was a little bit of a trip for you and whatnot. Okay, so it's not too bad. What other cons do you guys frequent?
Katsucon, Otakon,
ColossalCon.
and CCE, the
Yeah.
one in
Yeah, SetsuCon and ZenkaiCon. Those are two PA ones, smaller ones.
And I love Katsu. You know we love it. We've been going there for 15 years. The Gaylord National Harbor is one of my favorite spots. I mean, it's going to be as brutally cold as it is now, but you know, what are you going to do? But so I want to get into, like, how do you feel? Obviously, last year freaking sucked. This year still kind of sucked. But we're starting to get stuff opening back up. Are you guys excited? What is your general feel?
Well, I'm super excited because last year we all had to deal with COVID, but I actually had cancer last year as well. So I'm in my last rounds of chemo in the next few months.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff we want to hear. That's awesome. And you have mentioned it to me. I was not, but I just wanted you were comfortable bringing it up. Fucking yeah.
This is our first con in forever. So after that, this is amazing.
Awesome. How do you feel about being back?
It's been about 2 years, and I'm excited because it feels like it's been a billion years, and being indoors the whole time made it feel even longer.
But you're well prepared to keep track of the count of time.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, it's not like I'm freezing or anything, but I'm doing fantastic.
And Samantha, how do you feel about it?
I'm excited for cons to be back. As long as they're safe and everyone's happy and secure, I think it's good for all of us, especially you, Melissa.
Yes. We started doing this around Dragon Con, and that was our kind of first fear of, oh shit, hopefully it's safe. But like you said, as long as it's safe and secure, the general feel has been like, yes, we're so happy to be back. We're happy to see friends and family again. So now, can you guys tell us, what is your costume from? I know what it is. We know what it is. You better know what it is. If you're not watching it, go to Crunchyroll and check out the damn channel. Now listen, tell me what this cosplay is from and introduce your characters.
So we're all from Dr. Stone. I'm Chrome.
I'm Senku.
And I'm Gen.
And if you guys don't know, Dr. Stone is it's an amazing an amazing anime about our main man here, Senku, keeping track. Well, the world has been petrified, and he has somehow kept track of time, even though he was encased in stone. That's why he was so ready to, billions of years, he's ready to keep track of that. And somehow he is trying to bring back humanity from the Stone Age. Chrome is another character who, well, I don't want to give too much away. And Gen's character as well, but if you're not watching it out, I swear it is one of my favorites. I was so hyped when the Stone Wars, I was like, oh my God, we're getting so much of it. But what made you guys want to cosplay this? So tell me, Melissa, what made you want to cosplay Chrome?
Well, actually, they both got me. These are my two roommates, and they actually got me into Dr. Stone. And we were just looking at all the characters, and I was like, who never gets cosplayed? Chrome. So here I am.
Awesome. And what made you want to cosplay Senku?
I love Senku. I never thought I would cosplay him, specifically the wig. but I had them kind of convince me and help me with everything, and now I'm big brain.
Yes, you're fine.
Huge. The head stops at the top of the head.
Now, Samantha, what made you want to cosplay again? You're for those that don't know, you kind of start off as almost an antagonistic role. Yeah, you are a little bit of a rat in the show.
Well, sneaky. Senku here lost at 5 games of Uno by me cheating, so it's perfect.
There you go, there you go. Well, listen, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Thank you so much for taking the time to interview with us. Please, you can follow Melissa on Instagram at that's M as in Mary, M as in Melissa, Project Cosplay. You can follow Matthew on Instagram as well at fate_._gate. And you can follow Samantha on Instagram as well at capo, CAPO_is_Eskimo. Thank you so much for taking the time again. We'll be back. All right, listen, we're closing out the night soon, but holy freaking shit, okay? I need y'all to know, this right here, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it right now, I know it's only Friday, but this might be my favorite cosplay duo right here of the weekend. It might be. I am here with Shook and Shan. Thank you guys for taking the time for this quick interview.
Thank you for having us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're gonna get into where you guys are cosplaying, why we're near this. But first off, let me ask you guys something. Is this your first AnimeNYC?
This is actually our 8th AnimeNYC. We kind of took a break last year with COVID, of course, but now we're back and it looks like AnimeNYC is hotter than ever. This is the most attended event I've ever seen for AnimeNYC, and we're just amazed. We hope it continues to succeed throughout the years to come.
It's true. Yeah, well, actually, this is my brother. So we've been going to this con, AnimeNYC, for I guess 8 years. I've lost count, but yeah, we're really glad to be back here, and it's actually really, really crowded. So yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, there is music going in the back. We were hyped. There's a lot of people dancing just randomly. I gotta tell you, and so are you guys, do you guys mainly go to AnimeNYC or do you guys hit up other conventions?
We are definitely New York exclusive so far. We always say, oh, one of these days we're gonna go branch out, but we never actually commit to that.
There's nothing wrong with that, because when you got a con this hype, it's all right to stay local. It's all right. It's quite all right. Well, let me ask you this. Like you said, last year fucking sucked, okay? We came back, we've been to Dragon Con recently, cons are starting to open back up. And we're getting this general feeling of Fuck yeah, we're back to be back. You know, everyone's, as long as we're being safe, but we're happy to be back. What's the general feel you guys are getting as well? Not just from yourselves, but from other con goers. Like you said, it feels like it's hotter than ever.
I feel like the hype has only just begun because I feel like everyone keeps saying, oh, New York Comic Con's the big one, and New York Anime NYC, but now people are proving it every year that anime is no joke. Anyone can enjoy it. Everyone should be here and enjoy themselves.
Are you feeling the same?
I feel like we've been trapped in a cage for a million years since last year. But really, it's a pleasure to come out here to the cons, to Anime NYC, and just be these characters, inspire, dream, and let other people.
I am Garp.
He's Garp,
He has become Garp.
and I'm the king of pirates.
Heard it. Now, it's funny you said that because we went to NYCC, and I kind of gotta say, he's fucking right. You can feel the buzz, the energy. It also helps, even though there's less vendors, it feels like it helps out that it's more spaced out. Okay? So we're not all bumping up against each other unless you're on the dance floor. You can do that if you want. But I'm glad now we gotta get into the source material. For those that don't know, please introduce what your characters are and where you're from.
So I'm Old Man Garp, aka the grandpa to the main character, Luffy. So, yep.
And well, you know who I am. I left it all there, all in one piece.
Oh shit! Speaking of One Piece, I need you to look past. How much is this hype? We are coming up this weekend on the 1000th episode of One Piece. Decades in the making. Do you know that One Piece recently surpassed Batman in comic sales? That is the level of hype. The only thing more selling is Superman. So what does it feel like to be cosplaying something that we will probably never have again in our generations? There probably will never be another One Piece. Is that adding another fucking level of hype? Are you fucking psyched for this Sunday?
Woo! There was no doubt at all.
No doubt, not even for a second.
One last thing. I know it's tough to say, but how do you guys think One Piece is gonna end? Give me your personal predictions. How do you think it's gonna end?
One Piece was really the journey and the friends we made all along the way.
What are you thinking?
Well, maybe they'll do a prequel story of the golden days or the Gol D days. Maybe of the mysterious king of the world, Rocks D. Zebek.
That empty throne as well. There is a lot. That's what people don't realize. It honestly feels like this journey could keep going for another decade. It could go for another decade. Well, gentlemen, listen, I don't want to gobble up too much of your time. You guys have been fucking awesome. Please, you can follow Shook on Instagram at SHUKIEZ as in zebra. And you can follow Shan also on Instagram at jsanctum as in Mary. jsanctum. Gentlemen, can I get one big loud One Piece? Ready? 3, 2, 1. One Piece! We'll be back. Listen, we're back. Holy shit. Look at. I was walking over there, I got terrified. That video you saw was pretty legit because I was walking around, I was like, whoa, I'm here with Josh. Josh, whoa, this is fucking awesome.
Thank you, much appreciated.
Let me ask you, is this your first AnimeNYC?
No, this is actually my third.
I mean, for a third con, holy crap, you came back from 2020 ready to whoop some ass.
Pretty much.
Yeah, now, let me ask you, do you go to other cons? Are you local or?
Yes, I go to many other cons, especially I live in Jersey, so I go to a lot of local cons out in Jersey, but con-wise, I primarily stick to New York. Like last month, I went to New York Comic-Con for the whole weekend, so, but I've gone to Chicago for C2E2 and so forth, but I try to stay within Jersey or New York.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you said you travel and whatnot. Obviously last year freaking sucked. Yeah. 2020 was garbage. Now we come back, AnimeNYC is back. Like you said last month, New York Comic Con's back. Prior to that we were at Dragon Con. What does it feel like to be back at conventions?
It feels good because you can reconnect with people you haven't seen in almost 2 years. You could be back in the con scene, back in the grind. It gives you motivation to build again because COVID didn't really help when it comes to motivation. A lot of people stopped cosplay because of it, and it sucks. But I'm happy to see that people are still hanging around. They enjoy the con and make new friends. So.
No, listen, I know what that's like. I met my wife at a con 14 years ago. So it's like you said, reconnection, meeting up with family, with friends again. You don't get that really anywhere else outside of like a convention, you know? Now, I got to get into this because I recognize now if you look slightly, you might see what looks to be some tatters of Wonder Woman's attire. You got an emblem that looks familiar, but I wasn't too sure, so I wanted to know. Please introduce the character and where it's from.
Yes, so this character is called the Merciless. Basically an evil version of Batman from the Dark Multiverse that has the powers of Ares, the god of war. It's from DC Comics, of course, because Batman. but yes, this is from Dark Knight Metal. Okay, so because when I saw it and I saw the Wonder Woman, I thought it might have been like some variation of Ares. I was like, but I see what looks like the Bat logo. I was like, I'm not exactly sure. But what made you want to cosplay this? Back at the beginning of the year, a friend of ours, she made a cosplay called The Drown, which is from the same comic book. And she was looking for some local cosplayers who have these costumes pre-existing. And I went up to her and I messaged her and I said, hey, pitch this to the group that we're a part of. And yeah, and it took off from there. So basically, this cosplay is me going back and grind in full gear.
And like you said, the grind. Now you were telling me you made this yourself. Tell me a little bit about this, because this is a labor of love. This kind of stuff, it is intricate. It's, I assume, very heavy after a while.
I don't say about heavy because it distributes for the whole body. I think it adds about at least 20 pounds extra, 15 maybe.
Listen, my backpack is like 5 feet and that adds a lot of weight already. So I mean 5 pounds and I'm already exhausted. So 20 pounds but like you said, it's distributed evenly.
Yes. But yeah, this whole entire thing took 5.5 months to make. I started back in January and I finished mid-June. This whole entire thing is made from EVA foam and with also some 3D printed elements. The helmet is 3D printed, the sword is 3D printed, and also my gloves with the claws are 3D printed.
I mean, I gotta tell you, I know you said it's 5 months. You asked me, this looks like it took even freaking longer because I'm looking, there's so many details. I see like battle damage across what looks to be the clothing here. I love the chains and all that. I love it. It's fantastic. What do you have on the horizon? Anything that you could tell us, like what you might be planning for next?
Next month I'm starting my new project. I could say it's from The Flash, if there's any Flash fans out there. It's from an earlier season. And yeah, I'll post some progress once I get started and make sure to follow to see future content. Listen, thank you so much for taking time, Josh. I appreciate it. You've been walking around, posing with everybody. It's been fantastic. Please, please follow Josh on Instagram at cjpropstudio. That's cjpropstudio, all one word. Josh, thank you so much. I cannot wait to look forward to what else you have on the horizon. It's fucking awesome. Seriously, fucking awesome. We'll be back. All right, we're back, and I had to just snag Paula here, who was organizing the Fate photo shoot. Let me tell you something. I've seen a lot of photo shoots. The Fate ones tend to be really big, and the fact that you were able to keep that organized as well, there's like 30 million Fates. I don't know how you keep up with it. Paula, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No. Let me ask you. I'm guessing it's not, but this isn't your first AnimeNYC, is it?
No, I've actually been to everyone, including the first, so I've seen it change quite a bit.
Wow. And how long has this been going on? I went a few years ago. That was my first one. I think it was like 2017.
I want to say that was probably it. 2017 or 2016, one of those two.
Now, how does it feel to be back? I mean, 2020 fucking sucked. But, you know, cons are opening back up. New York Comic Con, Dragon Con before that. Now we got AnimeNYC. AnimeNYC is freaking packed. How does it feel to be back?
It's kind of crazy. It is much more packed than I expected. The masks, it's a different vibe. But it's pretty convenient for me because you never know what face I'm making. You can still ask me for a photo, so it's okay.
So are you getting that kind of like, oh man, it's back to reconnect with old friends, with family and the sort? I met my wife a few years ago, well, 14 years ago at a con. So we've been together for 14 years. We met at one. So are you getting that feeling like, wow, we're getting back together, especially with your extended Faye family?
Yeah, it's super hyped to see everybody in person again. Online just isn't the same. In real life, you know, we're all screaming about the actual series, but it's much more exciting when you can see people actually enjoying it rather than just, you know, online, all that fun stuff.
I gotta ask you, you just mentioned online and talking about the series. I've always meant to ask this of a Fate cosplay or whatnot. Do you guys argue about whose series is better?
Oh, I don't even want to get into that because there's so many, and there's different variations of every Fate route. So, you know, you've got people who are very Saber-centric, you've got people who are Sakura-centric. I try not to get involved, but then you have people who go even deeper and they argue about the lore behind Fate. That's when you fall into that rabbit hole where you can just commit for a few days and, you know, give up at the end.
Yeah, there's like full-blown forum wars. Well, do you go to any other conventions along the East Coast? What are the ones you visit?
Yeah, I try to hit up most of the ones on the East Coast. Katsucon is definitely in my plans. AnimeNYC. I'm trying to go to PAX East, but, you know, easing into everything for the most part.
And always making sure that things are being kept safe and whatnot. Yeah. Now, tell me a little bit. I reckon, obviously, we've been talking about Fate, so your characters from Fate. Tell me about your character, what Fate series they're from, that sort of thing.
Sure, so Jeanne D'Arc Alter, she's from Fate Grand Order, which is the mobile game for Fate. She's kind of a nutcase. She's the alter version of Jeanne D'Arc, which means she's kind of like insane. She's also known as the Dragon Witch. She basically wants to burn down the entire world. for, you know, for starters. We could go really deep into Fate lore and discuss that, but, you know, she's just a little bit insane.
Yeah, you know, just burn down the world just for starters, just for starters. Whoa, something's happening over there. So now what drew you to this character? Now you said it's from the mobile game. I know the mobile game is huge. What brought you to that, wanting to cosplay this character?
I don't want to say I committed a fair amount of money to acquiring this character, but she did not come to my game, which was very disappointing. But I love the design, so I stuck with it.
The gacha plights. You guys know, I just recently did that Konosuba stream. I share your gacha plight. Yeah. Luckily, my wife was good luck and she was able to pull my characters for you, but I can share the pain. So I'm glad to see that that's what drew you to this. And like connecting to this Fate community, is that also part of it? Like, because you organized that, and that's a big undertaking, hosting a photo shoot.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone hosting one, and I really feel like, you know, Fate has so many different parts of it. We love to see each other, and a Fate meetup is the easiest way to do that. So, you know, I stepped up, but it's all fun for me.
Well, that's awesome, Paula. Thank you for taking the time. I know, listen, there was a ton of people asking you for pictures. I'm not going to hold them. There might be someone ready to attack me. Please follow Paula at Instagram. CUV as in Victor, II, CUVII, that's twice over. It's cuviicuvii, CUVII. Paula, thank you so much for taking the time to interview with us. Again, thank you for organizing that. You're awesome. This is a fucking great time. We'll be back. All right, we're back, and we've got another fantastic One Piece cosplayer here. I'm here with Catherine. Catherine, thank you for taking the time to join us.
Of course, I'm so happy to be here.
Catherine, is this your first AnimeNYC?
This is my first anime con ever.
Wait, your first anime convention ever? Holy shit, all right. And let me say, for your first anime convention, you have chosen wisely.
Thank you. It's been such a good time so far. This has been, I have nothing to compare it to, but it's been an amazing con so far. I've had so much fun.
So, first anime convention, first convention, period.
Yep.
Holy shit. All right, well, look, I am so happy that you were able to come back. So I was going to ask you, you know, we've been asking a lot of people they've been coming to conventions regularly. So as your first con, obviously last year freaking sucked. We had no cons, everything got canceled. What does it feel like? First time, or is it like lived up to what you might have thought, your expectations?
It's been wonderful so far. I've seen like New York Comic Con and other cons like throughout the country build up, and I've seen all my friends go to them. So I was like, in the back of my mind, I was always like, okay, I'm going to AnimeNYC. Just gotta wait a few more months and I'll be there too. And now I'm here meeting with friends, talking to amazing people, seeing amazing cosplayers too. Like, it's been such a wonderful experience. And I've just had so much fun talking to everybody and finding other people like me.
That is, as someone who has started going to, I started back in 2003, I can say like, yeah, that first time when you go, you're like,
wonderful.
Yeah, it's like, I've stepped into the right world. This is the correct timeline.
Absolutely. Sunday.
Yeah. So now coming to here, this is Saturday. Are you going to be coming back Sunday?
I will be, yes.
Does this make you want to continue going to cons now? Are you looking forward to any other thing in the future?
Of course, I'm already looking up the next one I'll be going to.
Hey, all right, dude, that's awesome. So let me ask a little bit about the cosplay. I already said it's a One Piece. You know it, your boy is hyped. I wore my sweater today. We got our One Piece now.
1000th episode, Dad.
Right, tonight. So what made, if for those that don't know, please introduce your character.
So I'm dressed as Femme Zoro from One Piece, swordsman on the Straw Hat crew. This is not his Wano outfit, which is the current arc we're in. This is earlier in the time skip, but it's one of my favorites, and since it is my first cosplay, I decided to keep it a little simple, and I love the outfit, and I feel fantastic in it.
As a, you got the 3 swords. It's nothing simple. You got a lot of already in there, and what matters is that you're enjoying the cosplay. So let me ask you, what made you, One Piece has decades worth of amazing characters. What made you want to cosplay Zoro? What drew you to that, especially as your first cosplay?
So dub, sub, I just love Zoro as a character. The voice actors do a fantastic job. And I think his loyalty and dedication as a character to Luffy and the Straw Hats, as well as just his general badassery. Sorry if I can't curse. His general badassery, he's just one of the coldest characters. I love every big moment he has. And it was definitely something I wanted to take part of, especially on a day like today where the 1000th episode will be coming out.
So we earlier spoke with a Gol D Roger and a Garp, and we were just talking about the fucking hype for tonight. Now, have you been watching One Piece for years? Did you binge it? Like, what was your One Piece experience that brought you to this world?
Sure, so this was a recent binge for me. I started probably a year and a half ago with my brother during quarantine, and we've just been sailing smooth ever since. It has quickly risen up through my top 10. It's my #1 now. Can't see much changing that. You have 1,000 episodes to fall back on, so.
And as many people are saying, they're like, oh man, we think it might be going towards the end. A lot of us are like, yeah, I don't think it's ending anytime soon. Like, I don't know.
We're still in Act 3 of Wano. We got time.
Catherine, thank you so much for taking the time. I don't want to gobble too much of it, but if you could describe One Piece in one word, or even just a few words, what would you tell those that, like you said, it's 1,000 episodes. Some people think, oh my God, that's a lot to take in, but you just binged it last year. What would you tell those people who might be kind of on the fence of it?
It's intimidating. 1,000 of anything is intimidating, but it's worth it to join the Straw Hat family. I've never once been let down since I started watching.
Awesome, awesome. Please, everyone, you can follow Catherine on TikTok and Instagram at kathfils. That's kathfils. Catherine, thank you so much for taking the time. We got 1,000 episodes tonight. Get hyped. See you guys later.
Listen up. I don't have time for evil, vile, villainous, nefarious, maleficent, evil villains like you.
All right, everybody, that's our coverage of AnimeNYC 2021. I hope you all enjoyed the video. We had a blast filming it. Again, thanks to all the amazing people who made it possible. Now, I just wanted to touch a little bit here at the end of the video, give my thoughts on the convention itself, on AnimeNYC. Now, the first time I ever went to this con was back in 2017, which I found out in my interview with Paula during the video that was the first AnimeNYC. I got to tell you, from what it was 4 years ago to what it is now, holy shit, this convention blew up. Now, I don't know if that was just people hungry for a con after last year or what, but it was packed, super packed, which, speaking of packed, I got to toss a little bit of shade at the organizers of the con itself because it was unorganized as fuck when it came to entry. The first day, you had lines wrapping all over the place. Just fucking lines extending several New York City blocks, which are long. They're pretty damn long. And you had no staff holding like a end of line sign. And so you had all these merges, these like lines just merging into one. People cutting each other and arguing. It was fucking, I was like, seriously? That was Friday. Now on Saturday morning, they divvied up the lines into like these color-coded ones. And, you know, like, oh, go to this color if you have like your wristband, go to this one if you have like a 3-day pass or 1-day pass. And I'm like thinking, okay, cool. All right, looks like they fixed it up. They, you know, might have recognized it. And then once they got all the lines together, they just opened the doors and let everybody rush in, which was fucking boneheaded because people could have gotten hurt. We've seen that in recent events. So I was like, but that's a small hang up and honestly something that could be fixed next year. I hope they just learn from that and they just organize it a little bit better, and that could be fixed real quick, because once we were inside, things ran very smoothly. Very locations were clearly marked. The bag check was very quick. The coat check was also quick, which, by the way, if you don't know, the Jacob Javits Center has a coat check, so you could just throw your stuff there. You probably will be bringing a coat because it's fucking cold at the Jacob Javits Center, especially around this time of year. It's by the Hudson River, so it's freezing. But the coat check, it's only $4, and you could just store your coat there for the whole day. So I definitely recommend that. But everything was moving along very quickly. So it was just the entry portion of the con that was annoying. Hopefully, again, as I said, I hope they just next year just review that, fix that up, tidy it up. Now, another thing I did want to mention, and this isn't an AnimeNYC thing. This is not for the con. This is a Jacob Javits thing. Holy shit. The food there is overpriced. I don't know. I don't know if I just, my brain forgot about that. Like, I don't know. I didn't recall it being that bad. I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe I was blocking it out of my mind. But do yourself a favor. Do not spend $16+ on a fucking bowl of mac and cheese like my dumbass did. I just hit my mic. That's how fucking upset I was. I just thinking of that. Bring yourself some snacks, a big jug of water, that sort of thing, stuff to tide you over. And if you're willing to brave the cold for better prices, trust me, there's way better things out there and cheaper that will fill you up. If you go up just an avenue or two, you can find some delis. If you go further up along 34th Street, that's a little bit longer, maybe like 3 avenues up, you can start finding Five Guys, Chipotle, that sort of thing. So there's plenty of better things out there that will fill you up, as long if you're willing to brave the cold. Again, like I said, it is very chilly. AnimeNYC takes place in November. By then, at the Javits, it's frigid, unless we are having an unreasonably warm fall, which is very rare. But as a whole, I totally recommend going to AnimeNYC. I'm pretty damn sure it's the biggest anime con in the Northeast, if not the whole East Coast, in terms of attendance numbers. You know, because I think this year they had like 50,000 attendees, and $70 for a weekend badge. That's a great fucking price. Easily. easily worth it. They could charge 80. Honestly, they could charge 90 to 100 and it's still a good deal. It would still be a good deal. I'm not saying I want them to. I'm just saying that it would be worth it. It would. It's far better price than the ripoff, in my opinion. That is the $300 something for New York Comic Con weekend. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. So I was very excited to be back. I definitely plan to attend AnimeNYC 2022. Definitely, especially the after party, which we couldn't go to this year. That is something I plan to fix next year without a doubt. And again, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and definitely tell me any other cons that you guys might recommend for us to go to. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Stay safe.